welcome to my rainbow room. There are multiple colors here. Eventually, I plan on having actual rainbows around me. You know, I might paint them myself, or I might find them and, make something out of them. I'm not sure what yet, but have a seat. Today we're going to be talking about, creepy crawlies and the difference I have noticed between the UK and America. All right. Well, the one thing I have noticed is that in America, you have to be really aware of your surroundings. You have to be pretty prepared. It would behoove you to familiarize yourself with the fauna of the area that you're going to go investigate in America. If you don't live there already, maybe ask one of the locals when you go visit. But when I was growing up, I knew things that I had to worry about, and I'm kind of concerned if I start talking about this, that I'm going to start getting that thing that people get, the thing where you're like, oh my God, I can feel something on me. Is it on me? I'm like, is it crawling on me or something? I hope I don't get that, but we shall see. God, that almost reminds me of something from Supernatural. Dean says something like, is it on me? And I'm right back there in the episode. Pardon me. Sorry. I love Supernatural. It's such a fun show. Even though, it's kind of, I think it ended. But 13 seasons, dude. Such a good show, though. I want to watch it again from the beginning, at some point, and just have as much of a marathon as I possibly can. It's really good. Anyway, creepy crawlies, right. So, one of the biggest problems in America I found were fire ants. They are gnarly, nasty, mean little boogers. Just mean. Oh my God, I hated them. They would get on everything. And I have to tell you a bit of a horror story. And I'm already getting that feeling. Ooh, I don't like it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I was staying at a friend's house. And, I thought I had sealed the container. I really did. But apparently I hadn't. And so I went to go have a drink, and they had crawled in, and I consumed some of them. Yeah. Don't recommend. Do not recommend. So, one of the things you have to make sure, in Texas especially, make sure that you seal all of your food. All of it. Flour, sugar, I don't care what it is. Seal it. Make sure there is no way getting in, okay? And even if you think you've sealed it, check. Just make sure, okay? Because I would love to spare you my experience personally, because that was a nightmare. And all I can tell you is I don't recommend. I'm getting chills thinking about it. But just know that, we're gigantic to them, obviously, so they're little tiny things, but for as small as they are, they're a pain in the butt, Like, they get into everything. And if they get into your house, that's why we pay exterminators massive amounts of money over there. Because you have cockroaches, and they love to be in everything. It's almost like you could set something down, and if you leave it down for like more than a day, they move in. That's what it feels like. They're just like moving on in. I'm like, dude, when did you move in? I didn't, but, that's why I'm such a neat freak and a clean freak. I don't want to even, make the space seem friendly to bugs. I just don't like them. Don't like them at all. That's one of the reasons I love my cat, because, she's like the bug hunter. One of the things in Texas that I noticed that really, really freaked me out was one night I was getting ready for bed, and there was something flying, and it landed, and it looked like an ant. I mean, my nightmares are coming true. Are you serious? I don't know if it was real, like an ant, but it looked like an ant with wings. Seriously? I mean, no. Just no. We're not doing this. Nuh-uh. But, she went after it, got rid of it. That was her job, to go around the bedroom and get rid of all the bugs before I went to sleep. Now, I know, logically, she's not going to get all the bugs, but it made me feel better, Let's see what else. We had, oh boy, gnats and mosquitoes. Oh my God. The mosquitoes, I think they loved me. Because it didn't matter what I did. It did not matter. They would sting me, and I would just be like pincushion, mosquitoes everywhere. And they're pretty horrible, really. Especially if you have like little pools of water. Get rid of those. Get rid of them. Seriously, stagnant pools of water, perfect for mosquitoes to grow. You don't want them to grow. You really don't. So do yourself a favor. If you see any stagnant pools of water, and you happen to live, in a warm part of the country, in America, get rid of the stagnant pools of water if you can. Okay, what else? We had, oh boy, there are some things that even I don't like to talk about. I don't even like to say it because it just really freaks me out. But we had, now these weren't really bugs, but there were scorpions and there were centipedes. And I ran into one outside of the pool. And it was just doing this little thing and everybody was screaming. So you could tell, where it was going. And yeah, I joined the herd and went that way, away from it, because no. The bugs and I don't agree at all, okay? I just, I barely can give, like, even the friendly ones, like, ladybugs and ladybirds, pardon. I'm learning. Praying mantises, they're cool, but, still bugs. Leaf bugs, still a bug, It's kind of like that, that movie, The Mummy? And you have that guy who's playing an Egyptian, basically like a, what would you call him? Like, he was trying to, like, con people. He was just terrible. But he's like, I hate bugs. That's me in a nutshell. I hate bugs. No. If I was him and I was in that little tomb and everything, I would not have been messing with the stuff on the wall. It can stay on the wall. I mean, I'm not stupid. I'm not crazy. That's for sure. Yeah, no. Mm-mm-mm. Oh boy. What other bugs? Oh, and the scorpion, that was real fun. I was staying at my parents' place. This is before I left. And they had an Airstream, camper. The bathroom is very small. And I was, doing my morning ablutions, as it were. And I happened to look over into the sink, which is right by my head. And there was like a 2-inch clear, I swear it was clear, almost, scorpion. Just kind of like, hey, how you doing? Shit. So I think I grew wings and I flew out of the camper, found my father, and said, scorpion. Because I wasn't going to handle it at that time. I didn't know what to do. So yeah, those are some of my experiences. And then one of the last ones was when I moved out of the duplex that I was staying in. They found a red ant hill, mound, sort of in the wall, and it had broken some of the wood. And so, yeah, here I go. I'm feeling creepy. It had broken through the wall, and they had all just come streaming out, and I took one look at that and just lost my shit. And I started just kind of like screeching, backing away and screeching. I couldn't, no. I mean, what I wanted to do was take a bug spray or any spray of aerosol and a lighter and do a flamethrower on the damn things. I was tempted, but then I'm like, no, fire damage. But in a split second prior, I was going, I could do a flamethrower. That might work. I don't know. I hate bugs. I hate them. Okay. So since moving to England and the UK, I only have experience with crawly, creepy things in England. I don't know about other places. I remember in Scotland when I was little, there weren't really that many problems, but I think moths were an issue. But I like moths. I don't mind them. They're kind of like they're the darker, more gothy version of a butterfly, so I'm good with that. I don't mind that. They're kind of like my, I don't mind wearing them. I mean, you see me with moths on all the time, so I like moths. But here, I haven't really had that much of an issue, which I don't mind. But I do know one thing. Bobs, as I call spiders, I do not call them by their real name. I don't know why I think Bob just sounds cuter, so all spiders I refer to normally as Bobs. Just try to remember that. So if I ever say Bobs, or look, it's a Bob, that's what I mean. Somebody said that if you anthropomorphize the bug, whatever it is, you can make it cuter and therefore more bearable to be in its vicinity. Not true. No. When you looked up at our ceiling, you can see all these little, there'll be like a little tuft of dust, and then you can see like a little trail, and I'm going, oh, that's a future Bob home. No. So I will take my Hoover with the little hose, and I will hose my entire freaking ceiling. I do the whole thing. The corners, especially. Those are my corners. Bob does not get to move in. No. Because one time I kind of went a little lax, because I wasn't feeling that good. And I remember one of them came down a little silk thread and dangled right in front of my eyes. And I'm like, no. So we got rid of them. Well, my partner didn't seem to mind it so much. She's like, yeah, whatever, get away. Well, the next day, she says it wasn't very long before it was huge. And so she learned her lesson. Apparently they have a very rapid growth rate. So we handle it now. Although, the cup and paper method, or cup and whatever method you put under there, I can't do it. I really can't do it. I mean, if there's somebody that wants to volunteer and come over whenever there's a Bob that needs to, I need to get rid of, that would be great. Because I have tried the cup method, and I'll catch them, and then I don't know what to do with it. It's like holding a time bomb. When I go to toss it out the window or out the front door, I get this image that it's going to crawl out the cup just at that last second and crawl up my arm. And I'm like, no. So what I end up doing is throwing the whole thing out the front door, which isn't really a good thing. So I've learned to just, I just kill them as fast as possible. I bought, hold on, I will show you. I bought about 6 or 8 of these in a pack, and I put them everywhere around the house. So at any point in time, I have one usually within arm reach. So I don't have to make a lot of vibrations when I move, and I make a better Bob killer. Yeah. All right. So anyway, this is me sharing about creepy crawlies. And I am going to put a warning before this video because I'm pretty sure some of this stuff is going to be like, oh God, I don't want to know that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. It's, ugh. And I wouldn't blame you at all. But these are some of my experiences. You know, in Texas, there's a lot of bugs. A lot. And I probably missed some, which means, you know, I'll probably come back and give you like a more comprehensive like rundown. But those are the bugs I can think of. I mean, obviously you have the cicadas. Those are the ones that are like, I can't make the sound. I can't even pretend to. But they're kind of neat from a distance. But their drone, that droning noise they make is so, I don't know, it's weird. Crickets, they're cool. I don't mind crickets, actually, until they start jumping out of my hand, and then you get that natural reaction. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go. I love you guys. Please subscribe below if you like my content, if you like what I have to say. Okay? And subscribe and then hit the little button that says all so you can tell when I put out a new video. I'm trying to put out a new one every day. Okay? But if I'm not able to, I usually take a break over the weekend. Like, you know, I'll skip a day or I'll skip a couple of days. But please don't unsubscribe just because I don't put one out every single day. Because sometimes I'll skip a day and I'll log back in and I'm going, 3 people unsubscribed. Why? What'd I do? So yeah, anyway, kisses. I will see you guys later. Sooner rather than later. Okay, bye.